2K just dropped their new gameplay trailer, so we need to take a look and see if this game is a catfish like usual, because you know 2K has them fire trailers. You add some sweat, you add some better lighting, it looks great. I'm assuming they didn't show actual gameplay. Obviously, it's 2K. They wait till like a week or maybe even a couple days before the release to actually expose themselves. But we're going to have an honest mind for this video. We're going to look at this gameplay and we are going to give our honest thoughts, no bias, but we're also not going to hold back. We're going to see if this game's a catfish or if we might have a good game for the first time in 10 years. Let's take a look and let's see what we got. Got to make it like a movie because can't show the actual gameplay. Exactly what I thought. All right, we got the lighting. Where's the sweat? There's the sweat, just like I expected. Okay, all new motion. I mean, we hear this every year, so it's kind of just, you got to hope for the best at this point. Can't really trust a word that 2K says, which is really bad when you're a video game company, but it is what it is. So, I mean, this is just basically like watching a movie. Put the clamps on, sharper defensive coverage. Hear that every year. Does it ever really get better? Oh, here we go. Close-up of sweat and lighting. And now they're doing all the crazy edits, making their game look crazy. I mean, I might sound crazy, but this is reminding me of NBA Live. Bruh. NBA Live 19. Look how clunky this animation kind of was. Also, this is not real gameplay. This is just, they put it in Premiere Pro and made it look good. He oops it. That shit looks like NBA Live 19. Even the player models, why do they look different? Obviously, I don't think this game is going to be anywhere near as bad as NBA Live 19. But the player models are looking a little more clunky. Maybe I'm just being a hater. I don't know, but the sweat and the lighting was definitely there in this trailer. And I wasn't wrong. There's more in-depth trailer. I did see that, so we're gonna go and break it down.
It's wild to see how gameplay
okay, did you see that?
Last couple of years.
Did you see that? They got that shot meter back, so let's take one positive from this trailer, right? Next, we're looking at enhanced rhythm shooting. Let's see what they meant. Let's see them go more in depth. Maybe they'll surprise me. You know, because rhythm shooting wasn't too bad in this last game, so we'll see. Maybe they made it even better. Maybe they fixed some tweaks. Let's see.
To take advantage of the rhythm shooting mechanic, we'll notice more responsive and authentic jump shots that simulate a true shooting motion. We really wanted to emphasize creating a skill-based environment in 2K26 that blends authenticity with competition for a more rewarding experience. This renewed focus will be felt across multiple gameplay features, from shot outcomes to successful blocks and steals and loose balls and rebounds.
So, couple things here. First, the thing that honestly, it's a basketball game. They're trying to make it a simulation. They're trying to make it more realistic. I get that. If you think about it, the most fun 2K games, they had a little arcade feel and also a little real feel. So when they make it too real, if you notice, it slows down the game like some teams play in real life, and it makes it less fun. It is a video game. We want to have fun. So they got to find a mix here. When they're making it so skill-based to the point where, you know, Timmy, who doesn't do anything with his life. He lives in his mom's basement. Nothing against Timmy, okay? Timmy, if you're watching, nothing against you, buddy. But little Timmy, who has nothing to do all day, is going to dog you. When you come home from whatever job you work, you're going to hop on with the boys, you are going to try and play a game, and you're going to get toasted by Timmy. He could be 10 years old. You're getting toasted. So that is the part that is, you know, I see where they're going with it, but maybe they need like a more, not even a casual mode, but a more arcadey mode. Like make Park more arcade, and then make like the rec center and all that stuff more realistic. You just need to find a balance, because when it's all just so skill-based, it makes the people who can't be Timmy and play 24/7 not even want to hop on the game. So that's how I feel about that. Let's see what else they got for us.
Big men in NBA 2K26 will now be able to leverage all new signature go-to post shots by holding up on the shot stick while in the post. Players can lean into a host of new moves, including shimmy floaters, baby hooks, and up and unders. Playing with your back to the basket is a lost art, but those who are able to master it can take advantage in the paint.
Make a post score. If you buy this game, make a post score. You know damn well this shit is going to be cheese. You see him green that hook? I already know in this trailer they're going to mention, oh, we added a defensive stuff to kind of, you know, equal the offensive side. But you know damn well the offensive side always wins. When has the defense ever been cheese? If it's cheese, it's because of a steal animation. But this is going to be insanely cheese. You are going to see games with all post scores. If you go to the one-on-one court, you're going to get toasted by a post scorer. So I would make a post scorer if I'm you. That is the bottom line, because that looks cheese. But let's see what else they got.
In previous versions of NBA 2K, layups were limited by a single signature layup package. But this year, players can draw inspiration from around the league to mix and match standard layups, floaters, quick scoops, euro steps, hop steps, and spins, and determine exactly how they want to finish around the rim.
I like that. That is a W upgrade. Should have been in the game already, to be real, but we're not going to be a hater. That is a good upgrade. Good job, 2K.
2K26 uses system-driven technology to generate player-to-player collisions that are more reliable compared to previously scripted motion-captured animations. Coupled with new dynamic motion, this change improves the freedom of authentic movement for both the dribbler and on-ball defender. Interior defense has also been redesigned so that it's easier to put a body on shooters when they're finishing around the rim and make body-to-body contact in the air. And bigs will feel increased physicality when roaming in the paint.
Not sure how I feel about that. You're going to have to just wait and see with that type of thing. Normally, when there's the body-to-body contact, some weird-ass animation happens and the ball just goes flying somewhere, or hits off somebody's kneecap, goes out of bounds, or it might even hit off your head. You know, that's what normally happens, so you just kind of got to wait and see for that as well. So, well, hopefully that's good. I'm in the middle.
For spot-up shooters, you can use the new Quickshot feature by holding the left trigger on catch-and-shoot shots. This will skip the dip and allow you to get your shots off super quick like Klay Thompson. Slashers now have access to slow-motion Euro step gathers, something we've been seeing a lot.
Okay, but like, that's a cool change, and again, just like the layup thing, it should have been in the game. What's the defensive equal to that? You already, oh man. This game already might be cooked. I'm not going to lie. You have a quick shot. So if somebody's in the corner and you're just whipping it to them from across the court the whole game, and they're doing a quick shot, can you still contest it? What is the equal to that? That is what I want to know. Because they mentioned all of these defensive things, you know, contact in the air, whatever, all the stuff to kind of get your attention. And now it's kind of distracting people from, if somebody's doing a quick shot all game and they're whipping passes from the point guard and just quick shooting the whole time, getting greens, is that going to be fun? And then you cover them, maybe you triple team them. You got the dude in the post doing his little cheese shimmy move, and he's got all the cheese moves because he has signature ones now. Don't know how I feel about that.
And finally, another highly requested feature is the ability to force rat passes, which will allow you to feed the corner three or thread the needle to a cutting teammate and avoid defenders playing the passing lane.
That's a W fix. W fix. The amount of times you see your teammate going down the lane wide open and your dude chucks it over his head, picked off. So I mess with that change. So that's the end of the trailer. Again, I like some things in here, and then most things you got to just wait and see. That quick shot, I really feel like that quick shot is going to be cheese. I feel like that post move is going to be cheese. And they said all these defensive things, clamp them, do all this stuff. But this is an offensive game. It always is. If somebody gets a hold of that quick shot and masters it, and they're just greening all game, I'm going to close out. I'm going to be real. If some dude gets in the post, hits me with some signature move that I can't stop because I stumble every time, I'm just closing out. I'm just being real. Like, 2K, these are cool changes, but at the same time, you can't break your game. So as long as they have a defensive equal to it, I'm cool. But all the defensive things that they mentioned were not even close to as OP as the offensive ones. So we'll just have to see. One more thing. Let's point this out. Anthony Edwards has just not looked good in this game at all. He just doesn't look like Anthony Edwards. Look what they do. They show him, do not show his face. They do not show his face. Look, they even do another slow-mo, back of his head. Why are you trying to hide? What are you trying to hide, 2K? So that's my reaction to the trailer. I'm honestly hoping for the best, dude. I want a good 2K. I loved this game when it was enjoyable. It has just been a minute since it's been enjoyable. I'm being real. $100 per build is just not okay. And these changes are just like, bro, you had a year. But we'll see if it makes the game better. We'll see how the gameplay actually is when they actually release legit gameplay, not just tell us about these small changes that they made and say, oh, gameplay reveal. So we'll see how it looks, but I'm still intrigued, and we'll see what else they got. We'll see if they made the My Career better. That's going to be it for this video. I appreciate anybody who's watching. Appreciate the support for my last video on the pre-order. And thank you guys for watching, and stay saucy.
Ever since I can remember, I've been popping my collar,